pieces look like they flew to both sides of the room.
The next destination? Up to you.
Please do not hit the entertainment facility.
Get up now, my parched...
We'll definitely keep it safe. I can do this!
Relax.
This ends here.
Say bye to breathing. Stand still.
This ends here.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
This should fill in the empty spaces in the puzzle. So, you need to keep yourself safe too. The wall has vanished. Feels like we're reaching the end, right? Just one chest. I'm sure that's not a trap. Should we open it? What's going on? The lights have all turned on. So creepy. But since there are so many doors here, we should be able to leave through one of them. The exact same room? Help! Help me! This again. No, wait. Could it be?
Mikhail, do not open the box.
Uh-oh. Which one was the original door? The TVs are so bright. It's hurting my eyes. Careful. Something's up. What is this monster?
You dare attack me?
Relax.
Let's begin.
May as well kill him.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters!
Stand still.
Hope you're prepared.
Say bye to breathing. Good time. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
These are devils. I'll crush them all. That shouldn't stop me.
Stand still.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
May as well kill them all.
Protect me! Protect me!
You have my gratitude. Dare attack me?
Relax.
I can't. Leave it to me.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Give me strength!
Say bye to breathing.
This monster! All these creatures! Are they the secret the family is hiding?
Stand still.
I'm scared!
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
May as well kill them all.
This ends here.
Relax.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Is there no way to lose it?
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'm scared!
Stand still.
Heal.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Say bye to breathing.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Protect me! Protect me!
You have my gratitude.
Leave it to me.
Relax.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
I'll leave the rest to you.
If you don't know the right technique, you might never return from the shadow of death, emerging without a scratch. Easy, girl. I'm on your side. You can call me the Memo Keeper. Black Swan.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
This ends here. A will forged in ice never falters!
Stand still. Good times, never time to say bye. Boom.
Don't come any closer!
These are devils! I'll crush them all!
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters! You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Relax.
I'm scared!
Stay put!
Give me strength!
Let's begin.
See you next time. Hurry. You're awake, lazy bug. Looks like you had a nice dream. How was it? Did you dream of me? I didn't do much. Just helped you leave the memory zone. Welcome to reality. More specifically, the Reverie. The safest and most familiar place you can be. I'm happy to see that you've kept your wits, and that you haven't been affected by the primal dreamscape. How lucky. You're quite concerned about that young lady. That's fair. She was hell-bent on assuring your safety, even at the brink of death. Started to tug a little at my heartstrings, even. I know you've many questions, so please, compose yourself. Before that, you should let your friends know you're safe.
Aw, suspicious. Could it really just be a coincidence? I've got a funny feeling about that lady.
But she did find and save her too. The least we could do is listen to the other party's request.
That memo keeper obviously came here with an agenda. We should remain vigilant.
Look, Miss Himiko. I brought the kid back as promised.
You're all right. We couldn't find you in either dream or reality. We were worried sick.
It's good to see you're unharmed. Allow me to introduce you to Miss Black Swan, memo keeper of the Garden of Recollection.
Yeah, Miss Himiko said that they were investigating the incidents happening in the dreamscape.
We've only met once, but thanks to you, we might be able to use this opportunity to get to know each other a little bit better.
So how did you end up there? And what the heck happened?
So, the one who attacked you was a girl dressed in red, adept at illusory arts, and was able to shapeshift.
Her name is Sparkle, a masked fool who has infiltrated Penacony. Don't worry, she won't be bothering you for now. She's probably patting herself on the back for a job well done.
It seems you know her well.
Of course. I know everyone here. On Penacony, anyone could be lying, but the remembrance does not lie. So I feel the need to clarify with everyone. Miss Sparkle's tricks can induce hallucinations, but that strange dreamscape? Nothing to do with her. It originated from Penacony itself.
Penacony itself?
Have you not sensed it yet? This apparent land of dreams. It's a carefully designed dream maintained by the family through unknown means. And the memory zone she fell into, that's the true dreamscape. Chaotic, dangerous, enigmatic. A beast of memory dwells in the ever-shifting labyrinth.
She's right. Everyone, do you all still remember your surroundings during your entry into the dreamscape?
Huh. So everyone saw the same thing? I remember... it was a room. And then, through a mirror, I came to a long hallway.
The Gallery of Thoughts. That's how the hotel staff referred to it.
Have you noticed? These landscapes seem quite distinct from that of Penacony's in your dream, yet strikingly similar to the dreamscape described by Miss Black Swan.
You're right. I didn't give it much thought at first, but in hindsight, the overlap is hard to ignore.
Also, after speaking to some of the frequenters, the first stop when you enter the dream is supposed to be the hotel in the dream. But due to certain incidents, the hotel is now under renovation.
What could possibly have to happen to an entire building for it to require renovation? Combine that with what she just experienced, and the answer is clear. Penacony's dream is sinking right now, turning back to its original form, and falling into the deep sea.
Sinking? You mean the dreamscape is collapsing?
The encounter at the Dreamscape Hotel was a sign.
I see. That would explain the uneasiness we've sensed from the family. Leaving aside the question of guest safety, were this to become public, it would tarnish the name of the planet of festivities. With the Charmony Festival around the corner, it's no wonder they'd want to keep it under wraps.
Even the guest's safety cannot be assured now. Isn't the monster that she encountered indisputable proof? Need I remind you that it is a memory zone meme? How could a meme that heralds death and murder appear in a dream that the family proclaims to be absolutely safe? Everyone could be lying on Penacony. Does that include the family as well?
Miss Black Swan, we fully understand our current predicament now. Going back to your original suggestion, for what reason has the Garden of Recollection chosen to work with the Astral Express?
Let me rephrase then. This is my personal request, not the Garden of Recollections. And the answer is simple. Miss Himiko, I simply wish to make an exchange related to the remembrance. Apart from my duty, I also have some personal pursuit in aesthetics. I am a memo keeper and a collector. I too yearn to experience those luminous, dazzling, cherished memories. That's simple enough to understand, no? As for you all, nameless of the Astral Express, and practitioners of the Trailblaze, I have faith in your potential, as well as in the unique splendor you will unleash on the stage. This is why I wish to befriend all of you. A place where nightmares and sweet dreams intersect. The perfect cradle for the remembrance.
I understand. But before replying, we must first discuss this among ourselves.
Naturally. Take your time.
How do you see things, Himiko?
It's best to be skeptical of her. There's a significant amount of intentional misdirection in her words. But I worry about the worst outcome. If the dreamscape's anomaly really exists, and it isn't a natural occurrence, but instigated by someone behind the scenes,
then it likely has something to do with the Watchmaker's invite.
Huh. How'd you figure that one out?
Well, excluding any extreme scenarios, the mastermind responsible for these shifts in the dreamscape undeniably stands against the family, which narrows it down to two possibilities. Someone is drawing in external influences to distract and disrupt the family's control over Penacony. Either that, or the family has been forced to seek outside aid surreptitiously for self-preservation. But from the encrypted message on the invite and the family's reaction, the former is more likely.
which also means that the one who sent out the encrypted nameless message and the mastermind behind the anomaly are on the same side. Maybe even the same person.
Well, this doesn't necessarily mean a thing, right? In terms of methods, both the Fools and the Riddlers could pull it off. Hasn't the IPC cracked the message too?
March, calm down. It's just a possibility. But if this encrypted message isn't some harmless prank, but done so to invite the Trailblaze into the fray, we cannot remain uninvolved.
Well, let me tell you what I discovered, and I'm sorry, it's bad news. According to reliable sources, some people spotted a tall silver-armored man on Penacony. I've reached out to the Bloodhound family for news and visited many of those guests who claim to have seen this invader. And this is what I received. I've sent it to you. Open it and take a look.
Can you hear me? Astral Express, it's been a while. How's Penacony?
It's that hacker girl!
I'll get straight to the point. I know you've been investigating the abnormal phenomenon surrounding Penacony. Or rather, we are pleased to see that you've been doing that, because the deeper you delve, the closer you'll get to uncovering the truth about this so-called beautiful dream. The family is obviously hiding something, right? Well, we've nabbed some valuable information, and out of the goodness of my heart, I've decided to share it with all of you. Although it unfortunately means your idyllic break in paradise is nearing its end. Enter this string of code into your dream pool, the device you use to dream with, and dive into the hidden map for a look. The coordinates have been sent to you. You just have to copy them over. Also, I take it you've already heard about Sam. You should look forward to the meeting. He's a straight shooter who values a fair fight. I think you'll get along with him just fine. Don't be overwhelmed by his enthusiasm. Oh, he had me relay a message to you. Ahem. The curtains have just risen over the dream that can't be reached. The various factions have started to move. I wish you luck. Don't fall behind, Nameless.
Those Stellaron hunters. They even factored Penacony into their plan. Nowhere's safe from them.
The situation is clear. The planet of festivities isn't what it seems on the surface. Everyone's sights, including the factions in the family, are set on the Watchmaker's legacy. Every party has its own motives, and they're attempting to thwart each other. While we still don't know what this legacy entails, it's only a matter of time before the power struggle ensnares innocent bystanders. The Molten Knight, Sam, is reportedly a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, a genetically engineered warrior. He possesses superhuman perception and acts decisively. He'll leave no margin for error. This individual is every bit as dangerous as Kafka and Blade. This message is a threat. The hidden map that Silverwolf mentioned is probably the sealed Dreamscape Hotel. For the sake of what's to come, a visit seems necessary. If the family asks, just tell them that the Express is investigating the Stellaron hunters. I'm sure they'll understand. We'll plan our next move according to how they react.
Then we are in agreement. Let's return and inform Miss Black Swan. Miss Black Swan, the Express is willing to cooperate with you. We need a proper guide to navigate the memory zone.
I'm at your service. I will not disappoint.
You two return to your own rooms. Enter the dream, and if everything goes without a hitch, we'll see one another at the Dreamscape Hotel's lobby.
I'll stay in the real world to ensure everyone's safety. If needed, I will also parley with the family. I assume there's no problem, Miss Black Swan?
It seems that I'll have a hard time gaining your trust, even if I personally did rescue your friends. It's no problem, of course, other than the fact that my feelings are a little hurt.
We're counting on you, Welt. As for us, let's get ready to see the Dreamscape's true visage.
We'll be busy for a while. I wonder if Firefly's returned to reality yet. I don't have her contact info. I'll ask Black Swan.
You look anxious. Worried about that girl? You can talk to me if you've something on your mind. In this world, there's no one who heals the heart better than a memo keeper. I just did what I had to do. You are special, after all. So special that many pairs of eyes are watching your every move. Don't worry. That is a one-way door leading to awakened reality. Unless that girl is so stubborn that she refuses to wake up from the dream, which isn't possible. She must be holed up somewhere in the hotel massaging her eyes right now. It appears you've had some unhappy memories. But it's obvious that this partnership makes the most sense to you, me, and the Express crew, no? So you can take it easy and trust me. Of course, I'm not the only memo keeper who has come. Penacony has opened its doors to factions beyond the family for the first time. And the Garden must record this historic moment. So you can try working together with others as well, as long as you can see them. No, I will accompany you into the dream to prevent harm from befalling you all. Memo keepers don't need a dream pool anyway. All right, drift peacefully off to sleep, and I'll be right with you.
Welcome to Penacony, honored guest.
Back in this familiar room.
This way, darling. What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? I know you're more sensitive to memoria, thus more easily affected by the dreamscape than others. This is also why I have to accompany you. I shall use my methods to relieve you. Don't worry, as your companions are safe. I had both of them each give me a trinket before I entered the dream. This will allow me to feel their presence in the memory zone. They're already awake in their rooms. Will you be comfortable in following me now? Time waits for no one. We must hurry to the lobby.
March's room is this way. I should go meet up with her.
I know what you're thinking, but alas, that girl isn't in there, and neither is this her room. The moment you stepped into the memory zone, reality's building structures lost all meaning. I can sense that she is in a faraway place right now. In the meantime, if we want to find that lobby the navigator mentioned, we'll have to try a little harder. These poor little things stumbling about. Strange. There appears to be someone else's presence here. Her! How is this possible?
Are there no staff members here at all? Huh? What are you doing here? Yes, she's the memo keeper I mentioned.
We'll have to cut the banter short. Let's first work together and remove these overly friendly children, shall we?
I'm indebted to you both for your help.
Stand still.
This ends here!
Finally, some peace and quiet. What are the two of you doing here?
We could ask you the same thing.
It's a long story. I fortuitously, as she should remember, became friends with some of the Bloodhounds and was helping them track down a wanted criminal. Except I ended up here for some reason.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Hiding? I don't think I'd be capable of that in front of a memo keeper. Your arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our destination is the same, how about we join forces? I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone I'll need assistance from the memo keeper as well. And if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain the situation.
What do you think?
Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Glad to be traveling with you again, Miss Black Swan.
I truly hope so.
didn't expect to find this here.
This room. Why is it upside down?
The memory zone is constantly shifting its form. Looks like we'll have to think of a way to walk on the ceiling.
We're standing on the ceiling right now.
Miss Acheron's words speak sense. Regardless, we have to reach that flat surface hanging overhead. And we're not scaling the pillar, of course. I'll teach everyone some traversal tricks used in the memory zone.
Relax. This ends here. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'm scared.
Stand still.
Hope you're prepared.
Does that hurt?
I can do this.
Relax.
This ends here. Time for some hardship.
May as well kill them all. The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
How about it? Can you feel the memoria flowing around you? Next, find a suitable spot and try walking up the wall.
It worked. You really can walk up walls.
A memory zone of this level is mere child's play to a memo keeper. Come on.
I can do this.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
This ends here.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility. We can use it.
This is a dead end.
You're natural, aren't you? You're a prodigy at remembrance.
We've arrived. There's an elevator here, just like in the lobby. We should be able to reach our destination with it.
But the memory zone up ahead appears to be severely twisted. Be careful, everyone.
Does that hurt?
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
We can't do this!
Forward, get them!
Relax.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Leave it to me.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
That won't stop me.
You dare get them!
Stand still. Say bye to breathing.
Like what you see? Me too.
We've arrived. There's an elevator here, just like in the lobby. We should be able to reach our destination with it.
But the memory zone up ahead appears to be severely twisted. Be careful, everyone. See? I told you it wasn't going to be that simple. Where is this?
This door is locked too.
There's no end to this. Let me try. This memory zone is overly twisted. I have to use inelegant methods, so you two, please give me a little time. Got it. I can see the core of this dreamscape, and there are members of the family, and some figures trying to find their way forward. It appears that your friends aren't faring too well. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 3. There's a third person seeking the way to the lobby. Wait. It's the girl who was with you. It eludes me, but there is a known semblance in the memory zone, mirroring the essence she radiates. What reason does she have to delve so deep into the dreamscape? Is she running? No. Running away? Something's right behind her. This is not good. Everyone, we must hurry. There's no time. I'll just have to break the rules and use some methods to help you phase through the memory zone. I picked up slivers of her thoughts in the memory zone. These will help you form an impression of her. Now, you must hang on to these thoughts with all your might and shape them in your mind. I caught some very familiar memories just now. She's not the only old friend who has appeared here. There was also a third party at the scene when you ran into danger. That memory zone meme. It is here as well.
Watchmaker's legacy.
Hurry, through here.
In my dream, I saw scorched earth and a new sapling emerging from it. It bloomed against the morning sun and whispered to me, "Why do people choose to sleep?" I think it's because they're afraid to awaken from the dream.
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Everyone, be on your guard.
You all right? Look at me. Calm down. Deep breaths, all right?
Allow me. Relax. You'll be fine. I'm really sorry, but I have to leave for a short while. Death still hovers about, and I must personally ensure Miss Himiko and Miss March 7th's safety, and warned them. I'll leave her to you, Miss Acheron.
I'm sorry for what happened. I was too focused on that girl and got sloppy. It was my hesitation that caused her to lose her life. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had no choice. I understand your anger, and I will accept it. But this isn't the time. We should keep our eyes peeled and consider where the true enemies are hiding, and how to fight them. Do not let pain dictate your thoughts. Compose yourself and you will walk the right path. Once, someone said to me, "No compassion for the enemy, for that is cruelty upon yourself. But you must see clearly who the true enemy is. And then, with one swing of your blade, you must understand its meaning and the price you pay." This is the only advice I have for you, from someone burdened with a blood debt.
I'm back. Miss Himiko has something to tell you. There's good news and bad news.
I understand the situation now. Please take her and retreat to a safe location. If time allows, you can investigate Firefly's matter first. Meet later at Clocky's statue.
Which is why I must undertake Miss Himiko's request and bring both of you back to reality. I'm glad to see that you're fine. Let us reach a safe place before speaking again.
Miss Black Swan, do you not intend to open some sort of teleporter?
I don't recommend that. Her mental state is unstable, so we have to avoid any rough traversal methods like just now. Also, while we're departing, we can still do more for Miss Firefly, can't we? Some remnants of her presence linger nearby. Seize the chance to etch them into your remembrance before they're gone.
If we can start investigating on the way, that'd be good.
Let's go. We have to find another path.
Sorry, but could you give me a few more minutes? I have some unfinished business. May death be the end of your boundless dream. Guiding you back to the waking world. Let's go.
This way. Follow me.
Never turn back. The path behind is gone.
What's going on?
I can do this!
Get them!
Relax.
Hope you're prepared.
Leave it to me.
Say bye to breathing. Does that hurt?
I'm scared!
Escape! Get them!
Stand still.
This ends here.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time for some hardship.
You know nothing.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Get them!
Relax. We can use it.
These are all charred remains.
They're still smoldering. The culprit can't have gotten far.
I suppose we can slow down for now, then.
Looks like this monster was slain by a thermic weapon.
They're all just burning remembrances, a stark contrast to this deep sea.
Careful. These traces are fresh. Our unsought guest isn't far away.
Looks like this monster died of a hyperthermic reaction.
Something's off. These traces are fresh. Someone just left the scene. Would this person have anything to do with what's happened just now?
I cannot reach a conclusion with so few clues.
Just listen to your gut. You were the one who said that the remembrance doesn't lie.
From the memories of these carcasses, that person was tall and much stronger than an adult male. The method was clean and crisp. All one strike kills. Maybe a mercenary or an assassin. He entered through the door from the lobby and went farther into the hotel. If that's the case, he should have seen everything that happened here. I take back what I said. We have to hurry to that memory zone where Miss Firefly's presence was imprinted. Considering what this person can do, if his goal is that place as well, there won't be anything left there. You two this way. I'll try to create a stable shortcut for you. Look. Upon leaving the lobby, the structure has become chaotic. Phase through that corridor and be careful. Do not alert the meme.
This is truly a magnificent sight. It's this room, then?
Yes. More precisely, it's right below. Exactly what it means. Down. You two may not be able to phase through physical structures like memo keepers, but I've got a great idea that will help you safely reach the floor right below this room. It's really easy. See this chandelier? Next, we want to create some reasonably small movements. Still remember what I taught you? Feel the flow of the memoria, walk up the wall, and then get close to it.
Does that hurt? I can do this!
Stand still.
Hope you're prepared. Let's begin.
May as well kill 'em all. The human body is beautiful in its fragility. We can use it.
Does that hurt?
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
This ends here.
No surprise there.
Look, a solitary chain. Go say hello to it. Look, it's common sense and easy, right?
Are we jumping down from here?
Don't worry. I'll do something about it. Let me stack the dream bubbles to give everyone a nice, soft landing. Okay, here we go.
We landed safely. This is amazing.
Don't imitate the Memo Keeper without the accompaniment of one. Well, wouldn't it be lovely if these nosy newcomers found their way back home?
I'm fine.
In the name of a will forged in ice never falters!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Stand still.
This ends here.
Leave it to me.
May as well kill them all. Good times, time to say bye. Boom. Relax. Say bye to breathing.
In the name of a will forged in ice never falters!
You know nothing survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Stand still.
Hope you're prepared.
May as well kill. Relax.
No one will disturb us now. Here, how about I show you a little magic trick? Are you ready? Don't be too surprised.
Is that... Firefly?
Yes, it's what this room left behind. The memories of her. The slight trembling of the ground. The fleeting reflections on the screen. The flow of memoria. I gathered and reproduced them in fragments. As for the context, we'll need to sort that out a bit. Hurry along now. Recreating memories on this scale takes quite a toll on me.
That thing I encountered with my trailblazer friend back then. If I'm not wrong, it has to do with the Watchmaker.
She mentioned your name.
Thinking of you even in your absence. Seems like you two were pretty close. She seems to be sharing her discovery with someone, and it's related to the Watchmaker.
She has no idea that she'll become a victim.
If I could try again.
She stares at the screens. Is she looking at herself in the mirror? What does she mean by try again?
That thing I encountered with my trailblazer friend, if I'm not wrong.
She mentioned...
Thinking of you, she seems to be sharing...
She has no idea that...
Calm down, Firefly. Stay calm.
She seems very nervous.
Yes. What is making her so nervous?
Let's get going.
Let's? Is there someone else? With all this in mind, Firefly and her companion, there should only be one, have entered this corridor together.
Why did you... This isn't what we agreed on.
The situation has changed, and it seems that companion has deviated from the original plan.
Perhaps, judging from the outcome, this is that person's true intention.
Mecca. Why?
Who forced her to go that way? And...
Mecca? What an intriguing statement. I recall the Bloodhound family is pursuing a criminal, a tall male in silver armor.
The door! It won't open! It's a dead end!
based on these fragmented pieces of information, it seems Firefly's companion betrayed her halfway and trapped her alone in this room, disappearing without a trace. But why?
She mentioned that this transaction involves the watchmaker, and that often means stepping on many people's toes. They might have had their eyes on the legacy, or wanted to silence another who knew too much. Or there could be a deeper secret tucked away in this memory zone. And to hook that elusive prize, one needs the right bait.
Do you mean... Firefly?
This is just the worst-case scenario. But think about it. If the mastermind behind all this is nearby, why would he let us look around freely? Unless... there's something else he cares more about and needs. Or should I say, is verifying. She had no other way to leave but from the side corridor. Unpredictable pathways pointing toward a wandering meme. She was completely lost in the memory zone.
It's an exit! Following this path should lead me out of this place!
Unfortunately, this path ultimately leads one to the lair of death.
Finally back in the lobby. If that's the case.
She thought she had escaped, but... After that, it's the end.
Everyone.
It seems like someone has been awaiting us. Ready to step into the spotlight now. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Careful.
A Galaxy Ranger. And a Memo Keeper. Leave now and nobody gets hurt. Or else... All of you will die here. The detective game is over. You shouldn't be here. Implementation.
I don't think I can do this.
You have to get them.
Let's begin.
Say bye to breathing.
I will set the seas ablaze.
Stand still.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Hope you're prepared. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
In the name of Len,
A will forged in ice never falters!
May as well kill him.
Once you're back in the real world, remember to tell everyone about the Stellaron Hunter who was behind your ultimate departure. Earth operations.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength.
this ends here.
Implementation.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I can do this.
Stand still.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Len,
A will forged in ice never falters! Leave it to me.
Say bye to breathing.
I'm scared.
Stay put.
Relax.
The implementation.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
this ends here.
Let's begin.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Protect me. Protect me.
You have my
May as well
gratitude.
kill them all.
Execution underway.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
In the name of Len,
A will forged in ice never falters!
Stand still.
Implement. Clean them.
Stop. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
hope you're prepared.
Cutting the net.
I'm scared.
Relax.
This ends here.
If that's the case,
Leave the dance stage to them, my dear.
What a show. Well, thank you for your efforts, Memo Keeper. Quite a brilliant move to pit enemies against each other. When I first saw the Ranger and the Hunter together, my heart skipped a beat. I never thought you'd successfully trigger a conflict between the two.
As promised, I've delivered the child to you. Our transaction is complete.
Looks like our nameless friend over here is still confused. Let me explain. In short, you need to thank this lady here, my friend. Not only did she not betray you, on the contrary, she rescued you. From that Galaxy Ranger. Right. I do enjoy seeing that shocked expression of yours. My friend, let's be honest. That woman named Acheron isn't as simple as you thought. Did she say she's a Galaxy Ranger? She's actually an emanator who brings death and finality. But, oh, there's no but. This is the truth. Let me give you some IPC insider information, my friend. Do you know Duke Inferno? Fatora's Ifrit? Nicely done. As expected. I'll cut to the chase then. This Duke Inferno is a fire demon from Fatora. He's an energy life form, and it's rumored that his birth is related to a certain genius. He and his thugs formed Everflame Mansion and viewed Nanook as their savior. In actuality, they were led by this Duke to go around burning and looting, practicing the will of destruction. And even the other Annihilation gangs weren't spared. I'm not sure what the family was thinking, or perhaps someone was scheming behind the scenes. But, shockingly, these characters received an invitation. And why would the Everflame Mansion decline? They harbor fierce intentions, swearing to turn the planet of festivities into a sea of blazing flames. But there's no need to worry. They won't be able to attend. Do you know why? Because Ifrit is dead. They were eliminated on their way. The assailant, demonstrating remarkable expertise, ruthlessly ended Ifrit and swiped the invitation that the Annihilation Gang had in their possession. The Everflame Mansion disbanded, each going their separate ways. Thereafter, a mysterious Galaxy Ranger arrived on Penacony, checking into the hotel with only a music box. Do you still need me to continue the story, my friend? The Galaxy Rangers come and go like shadows, and there's little communication between them. Her story is almost too perfect. If she remains silent, there's no concrete evidence against her. While the IPC can investigate, it'll take some time. So, my friend, the choice is yours now. You can leave this place immediately, without looking back, and forever forsake the chance to get closer to the truth. Or, you can accept my invitation and learn a truth. A truth potent enough to upend everything in Penacony. I need your help. So I'll wait, but not for long. Once you are ready, follow me. As for aligning with me, see the truth first, then decide. You'll still have time.
Acheron is the emanator of a particular eon? Can I really believe Aventurine? But he gave me a choice. Maybe I should talk to Black Swan again.
My. You look like a small injured animal. Are you still willing to talk to me? Of course, I'm still willing to be your psychotherapist. I admit I made a transaction with that gentleman to bring you before him, but this is also a safe place. He needs you. It's essential if we want to reclaim Penacony. Recognizing his immense potential and the invaluable memories he can help me gather, I opted to join forces with him. In Penacony, everyone may be lying, and yes, that includes me. I can't deny this, nor do I seek forgiveness. But do you still remember? I said, I have faith in your potential, and that's not a lie. The Garden of Recollection wants to witness the future of the Astral Express trailblazing the cosmos. And as for these memories, I will treasure them. I do not have reasons to hurt any of you. Instead, I will continue to assist you. Provided you are willing to accept my assistance. My take on this might surprise you. In my view, he's a trustworthy individual. Not for any other reason, but because he's an exceptional businessman. In this vast universe, no one values honesty in contracts more than a merchant. But always be on guard, particularly when making agreements with him. Scrutinize the details. Beyond the confines of the contract, your rights are off his radar. He'll go to extreme lengths to ensure his advantage. I still believe that Miss Firefly's situation is deeply connected with the Stellaron Hunter, just as we speculated. But, as you've heard, Aventurine has his finger pointed at the Galaxy Ranger. I can't fathom why he'd draw that conclusion, but given his access to the IPC's intelligence network, we should seriously consider his perspective. Moreover, I believe Miss Acheron is also hiding something. No. In fact, I should say she's hiding everything from us. It was an unexpected finding from an earlier encounter. With regards to the Annihilation Gang, I can also prove that what Aventurine said was the truth. That's why, during this golden soiree, she is the dance's centerpiece. Why, of course. But now is not the time. I know you're confused and sad. Whoever that girl might have been, a living soul, a memory that was meant to last. She simply vanished. Like the dissolution of bubbles in water, disappearing in an instant. No matter what, I hope you can trust Aventurine. Or rather, trust me and see the truth with your own eyes. This can lead us deeper into the secrets behind Penacony. I will protect you. Once I gather more information from him, I'll make sure you're safely returned to your companions. For the truth, and to prevent more unnecessary sacrifices, it is the right choice. Perhaps he plans on doing so, but I won't. The Garden of Recollection has eyes everywhere. If he wants to hurt you, he'll have to fight against the Memo Keepers. I've warned him about that. Later, I'll stay by your side as a memetic entity, just in case. Time to set off.
Go and meet Aventurine, or I could still choose not to help.
Excellent. I knew you would come. By the way, about that Memo Keeper... Never mind. I won't press the issue further. I've said before you can liaise with your companions, or even twist the narrative against me. I'll wholeheartedly embrace it. It signifies your potential. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end. So, my friends, don't let me down. Please, this way, if you will. Oh, right. I remember mentioning something after that. What was it again? A familiar hallway, a familiar room. Do you remember? Last time we met was right here. This is it. Just beyond this door. Take a deep breath and get ready. Oh, I remember. My friend. After that, we played an enjoyable game. Tell me, doesn't this feel eerily familiar? I remember everything now. This was what I told you at that time. Look, friend. The game has already begun. Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse. No reason to choose otherwise. And no other choices.
Brother, I'm back.
Welcome back. How is your preparation for the performance coming?
It's fine. Don't worry.
It's fine? No, this is not good. You're the pride of the family. Don't let those unnecessary emotions affect your perfect pitch.
No. Brother, you seem to be in low spirit. What's happened? Is it because of the Watchmaker's guest list?
Yes, I received the report that death had taken some of them. Perhaps someone was behind it. I'm sorry, I forgot you just came back. You probably wouldn't know about it. Somehow, a nightmare called death has descended upon Penacony, striking indiscriminately, bringing spiritual death to all equally. In the utopian dreamscape envisioned by the family, such sorrowful incidents shouldn't arise. It profoundly undermines the equilibrium and serenity of the dreamscape. How detestable.
I can't believe this has happened. Was someone killed again?
Yes, there were two. One was a stowaway, the other was you. That's enough, fool. Your deeds have saddened me.
Pretty sharp, aren't you, chicken-winged boy?
The Odes of Harmony talks about honesty. The words of a fool begins with foolishness and end in treacherous arrogance. Please leave. Their dreamscape doesn't welcome you.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Why so serious with all the quotations and references? I'm just curious. Now things have come to this. Is the family still unwilling to fight? I mean, your darling sister's already a goner, right? Really? Don't tell me you're not craving a little vengeance.
Not yet time. When the fated day arrives, I shall mete out justice with unyielding righteousness.
Wow, you can endure that much? Truly a heart of ice you've got there. Hey, maybe we could actually get along. How about this? I'll stand in for your dear sister at events. Surely you don't want the world to hear the Charmony Festival's been called off.
The family has a plan. And do not dishonor my dear sister with your deceitful tongue again, fool.
All right. Just putting it out there. If you're ever in a pinch, remember, I've got your back. I mean, who could resist a guy rocking spikes on his wings?
There's no need. The malefactor has been exposed under their radiant gaze, and will soon fall by their own machinations. Should the transgressor fail to turn away from this path, their sword will be honed, their bow strung, causing the malevolence the perpetrator spreads to befall them. And when that time comes, the heathen will realize they are but a mere mortal, doomed to descend into the netherworld. And I will join their vanguard to announce this good news to you personally, Watchmaker.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter, an unsought guest, an emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Everyone's got their own agenda. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do, but you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin, while also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation. But don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan.
What is she thinking?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers. That is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions, I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape. Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer. But without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance from her. Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections. Or everything has been planned out and executed by someone. If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a smuggler, then a family celebrity, then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened, and it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths, and ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec. There you go, a small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
This is ridiculous!
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive, as are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this. Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way, but as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality, for a little light, and to burn, to keep on burning, until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
All the while accusing that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore. You're like a broken record. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open. An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely. Penacony's guests include quite a few bigwigs known throughout the whole cosmos. People who not even the IPC would dare take lightly. Aventurine is a shrewd merchant, and there's no way he doesn't know that. He's definitely going for the family, and it's just a matter of how. The harmony is strong in Penacony, and almost impossible to take on head-to-head. The fact that the IPC dispatched Aventurine shows that they do not intend to simply play by the book here. Aventurine has devoted considerable attention to her. But this Galaxy Ranger, we know hardly anything about her, and can't rush to any conclusions. I was also considering this possibility, especially because he respects you so much and has sought you out before a few times. Perhaps he's also unsure of your intentions and is probing you. I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Aventurine said something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. 2 birds, 1 stone. However, I asked Dan Heng back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron? That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
I really love
Checked off the list.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head. Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on.
everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us were all outsiders from another world. Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the 2 murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang?
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me, and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams, only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch, this music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of for the flame. This marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... no. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet store, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Abjin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods.
Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy, the rain! It's raining!
Raining? Raining!
It is raining! It's true! Those outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home. Gaiathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gaiathra. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. My boy. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful. And your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself, until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. Oh, she must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. Batman's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Oh, is that a stain?